Wow. Hmm. The next Huck, man. Let's see. Our Canadian pride and joy, Huck, who causes me a heart attack every single time he plays a game in the GSL.
Poor
Oh
Huck.
my God, man. I have had, yeah. Well, yeah, the last game obviously really sucked. You know, dropping on a code A. But for some reason, my heart took it better than some of the other ones. Oh my God. There's been days where I've been bummed out like the whole day about Huck's games, and my girlfriend calls him my boyfriend. She says I'm in love
Aw.
with him.
You know Huck's
'Cause,
Canadian, right?
oh yeah, he's Canadian, and he's actually from Ontario. I think he's from around Toronto, actually. Um, yeah, I've been a big fan of Huck for well since the beta. In fact, I'll tell a quick story if people are cool with that. But when Huck was in the beta, I saw him post some replays on Team Liquid. He made a thread on Team Liquid. He was like, "Hey man, like, what does it take for a guy to get noticed here? Like, I want." He wasn't getting invited to the big invitationals, and he wasn't like a fixture in the community at all yet. But he was a guy that was very good and was doing very well in small tournaments. Like like I think there was like the Gosu Cups and stuff like that. So he posted a couple replays where I went and found some replays of his, and I was watching him, and I found out he was Canadian, and I was like, wow, like I was completely blown away by his play. And he took some heat from people like Idra Forgator, but he really wasn't, man. Like he was so solid. And I actually, because I was so proud of him being Canadian, and I played Protoss, so he was a Canadian Protoss, so it's like a double whammy for me, and I so firmly believed that he had the potential to do well in Korea that I sat down with my girlfriend slash baby mama, and we had a discussion about whether or not we could afford to contact this guy and send him to Korea to give his shot at a Code A qualifier to see if he could make it. And so we talked for a couple days, and we kind of went through our budget and stuff, and decided that we were prepared to make this plunge. The Cale family was going to make this plunge, and the next day, Team Liquid signed him and sent him to Korea. So pretty cool, interesting. I would have been interested to see how the universe would have turned out. But I no shit. I'm not kidding you, not a word of a lie. I was prepared because I so believed in Chris Lawrence that I was seriously gonna fucking buy that guy's flight to Korea and house him there, just because I needed to know how he would do there, because I really thought he could do well, and I think I was kind of right in the long run. I think he's so good, man. But little bad luck right now. But we'll see what happens.
That's adorable. We were like that close to having like Team Pure Pwnage for Starcraft 2.
I thought maybe I would, in exchange for the sponsorship, just get a picture of my face on his shirt. And if you just wear a picture of my face, I'll cover your bills. That was going to be my... Anyways, people tell me to shut up, so... so... but yeah. Anyways, people that don't know me, I'm old and I've been around a long time, and you're young and stupid. And,
Wow, that age elitism.
yeah, but for people that don't believe it, go back like 5-6 years. Go to like archive.org and read my posts on purepwnage.com about esports. And I called it back then. I talked about how CGS was going to fail. I talked about what was wrong with the CPL. I talked about what needed to happen in esports. And you know what? Look at what I wrote. It was right.
Wow.
And
Rush
and
Limbaugh.
I'm telling you, like, I have dreamed of this since I was 12, and most of you. Hold on, I was on the internet when you were in your daddy's balls. I missed out that quote, didn't I? I don't know if you guys even know what I'm referring to. That was such a flash in the pan meme. But anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I've just been, my whole life, I've just been dreaming of this, like competitive video gaming and stadiums and people. And yeah, I'm so ecstatic that it's here. I'm sad that I'm 33 and that I'm too old and I don't have the time.
Nest's like
But-
29, 30 years old.
Dude, White Raw's 39, someone told me.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm not in a position where I can quit my life
Yeah.
and play tournaments today. But the next best thing I can do is work in Canada to promote esports, do what I can to host tournaments. I'm trying to get something organized in Canada. I think it's really sad that Canada doesn't have like a huge LAN tournament. So yeah, I'm working behind the scenes to make that happen because this is my dream. I'd love to make my living in esports. Like it just never seemed like a reasonable career up until like 2 years ago. Like it was a pipe dream for my whole life, and now all of a sudden it's like all these people like esports and esports teachers. I'm just like, what? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So yeah, I'm really excited. So we'll see. I know I can't be a player, even though deep down in my heart, oh man, if I was 10 years younger, I would have moved to Korea, just to devote my whole life to it. But I can't really. So I'm instead gonna yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I try to push it, man. I have a lot of weird doors open, a lot of weird channels of people that aren't into esports but have a lot of money or broadcaster kind of influence, and so I just push the buttons I can to try to get people realizing that this is the next soccer, man. Like this is the future of competitive engagement because it doesn't require a huge field, it doesn't require all this equipment. It's just yeah, and it's so pure, man, and it's intelligent, right? It's not just stupid big six-pack jock. Like it's brains attacking each other, and for anyone that isn't an idiot, which is probably everyone that plays StarCraft 2 and likes it, it's so cool, man. Like it's so cool. So anyways, that's how I feel about it.
You should get manage your own team. You need to get your own StarCraft 2 team.
Dude, I think my biggest motivation to become like a multi-millionaire billionaire, like a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I had a lot of money so I could have Ferraris. I just want to so that I can like have my own esports team and then like get a stadium and get some television rights and just do what I can to make people realize that physical sports are ending, man. It's all about esports, man. Yeah, fighting esports, man.